Imagine a scenario in which two communication entities that are communicating with each other on a communication link wish to exchange a limited number of packets with each other. In that case, the count or the number of packets has to be defined or controlled. That is what we are going to try in this particular module. We are going to look at adding a state variable. A state variable, as I said before, is a mechanism through which a variable is given a certain value and that changes the state of the overall simulation. We are going to add the state variable as a counter. This counter is added as a member of the class library. We are going to add the value of 10 to this counter, and all this activity is going to take place in the C++ file called txt3. The details of the code, which are not relevant to the context here, have not been shown for brevity. You can see that in this particular snapshot of code, we see that we define a variable called counter, which is an integer variable. This integer variable is subsequently used in later part of the code on this slide. It is given a value 10. There is a function called watch that watches the counter and shows the current value of the counter in TK environment. You can see the value of this watch counter by double-clicking in the graphical TK environment mode. The upper part of the code is more or less the same. Here, what we do is the counter value that we had initially decided and assigned as 10 is being decremented here. So it means on one communication session from tick to talk, it would be 10, then it would be decremented down to 9 and 8 and so forth. Here we introduce a conditional execution of the function delete that is related to the value of the counter. If the counter is 0, the message is deleted and this communication stops. While the value of the counter is non-zero, the current value of the counter is shown as, again, an environment variable that gets its name from the counter value, and it is shown as a message that is being sent back on the receiving node. This is the TK environment that shows the working of the counter and the conditions of deleting the message associated with the existing value of the counter.